I don't know if we're going to check in with the team. I've got a new quest available. Lacanus wants to talk, and Davrin and Emmerich are chatting. Nev wants to talk. Everyone's chatting. Note from the crows. Rook, we've gotten wind of what Governor Avensi plans for Treviso. It is not good. Come find us in the diamond. Viago. Anything but the plot, my friends. Anything but the plot. You two are talking, so let's just pop in.
Hey, the red version of you? Is she ever coming back?
No, she's part of me. The part that I couldn't accept before. The part that was angry.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you accepted the angry part.
Why do you ask?
Nothing. Just be fun to have two of you around.
For what?
Nothing.
Doesn't sound like nothing. Wait. Oh. Tosh, really? Tosh?
It was just an idea. And Red you was angry. You smell good when you're angry.
Ah, you pervy little teenager. Balara.
Rook, good to see you.
You're writing fan fiction. Well, Balara is now on good to see you. That doesn't bode well for how long we have left in this game, kids.
Up for a trip to the Cobbled Swan?
The Cobbled Swan, you say?
Why? What's happening?
Nothing that I know of. With Aelia taken care of, I thought we'd check in. Maybe enjoy the Swan for once?
Are you going to bring Lacanis? Yeah, it's just in here then.
I've wondered, Davrin. Of all our friends, you seemed the least fazed when I revealed I'd entered lichdom.
Well, when I took the vow to be a warden, I had to sip darkspawn blood.
That's fascinating.
It's a know-your-enemy thing. Point is, it changed me. Death won't be the same for me as most people. And I accept that. Part of the greater good.
I see. There's nobility in that.
Ah man, everyone makes it out alive.
Lichdom's the same for you.
Spite will not stop demanding revenge for Treviso. Is there any more we can do?
I don't know. That was it. That was the time-limited conversation. The local hero. Time to kill. Okay, let's do the local hero first. Let's go back to Ducktown with Nev and let's bring Emmerich, because it doesn't matter who you bring. It doesn't matter who you bring. I wish it did. Right. I'm happy all of our faction strength is up, at least. That's something to be...
Back on stage. Where to see her?
Just realised I don't need to break pots anymore. Everyone's ranked up. Relax with Nev. Wah! Meet Nev at the location marked in Docktown. Nev plans to visit the Cobble Swan, and this time it's not for a case. It's no hanged man.
Thought the cart was done when the Venatori grabbed me. You did a good job polishing her up.
I was happy to help. Besides, Nev might starve without your cart.
Yeah, well, free fish next time. You too, Gallus.
Sure, Hal. Rana, I've got someone for you to meet.
Right. I'm almost finished here.
Good reading? And here I thought you'd be working our cases.
I got a tip on a red lyrium smuggler who leaves coded messages in the paper. I placed a coded ad pretending to be a buyer. If the smuggler took the bait, I'll know where he's trading the goods.
Because you convinced Nev Docktown needs hope, she and Rana have created a detective agency together. Can we help?
Anything I can do to help?
Cooperative. Are you sure you're Nev's friend?
All right. What are we after?
We're looking for the phrase Virantium Brandy.
Got it.
Hold on. What's this? Nev, Gallus, and Rana Savas, investigators?
Right. That. I may have paid for another small advertisement.
You what?
If we want to help people, they need an easier way to find us.
Now they know
it's
who we are.
approachable.
I regret this already.
Docktown's in good hands.
Docktown couldn't ask for better protectors.
Oh, it could, but we're all right.
There. Virantium Brandy. I know where to stop the red lyrium deal. This one, anyway.
Good catch. You might work out after all. Still, I'd prefer you have backup when you need it. And if I'm not around... Rana, meet the Viper. I put in a word for you.
The Viper? You're real? Wait, a word? For what?
Shadow Dragon, motherfucker.
It's time you met the Shadow Dragons.
Are you Nev Gallus?
How did you...
I saw your advertisement. I need your help.
Then you're in the right place.
Let's help Minrathus.
Minrathus calls, we answer.
Cross your fingers it's not for nothing.
It won't be.
Have a seat. I'm guessing you've got a story.
Yeah, this all feels very final. City of Shadows helped a seasoned detective uncover what lies in the shadows. Serpent's Tail plus 10. Effect unlocked. 169 cold damage, 215 stagger. Applied shield to enemies hit by this burst if hit by 3 or more enemies. Looking after Docktown. God damn, is it all coming to an end. Advertisement from the Dockside Discourse and annotated by Nev. Nev Gallus and Rana Savas. Investigators. Top billing for seniority or alphabetical advantage. Day or night. Nothing too small or too hopeless. Hits the point people are talking about Aelia getting stopped too. Ask after Rana at the Tallow. Kicked from her old place. Tallow not bad. Get her a potted plant. Ask Lace. So, does that make Nev... So we're just stuck with Lucanus, who just will not... Sorry, Lucanus, I'm sorry. I have failed you. What was that one? Glacial Pace. Applies weakened. Right. There's still a super chest that I missed somewhere, and it's going to be in one of those bits that I can never get back to. That's fine. Rid Treviso of Eventually. Return to Treviso via the crossroads or fast travel. Eyes sundered. Stay Balara.
It worked. The crows have harried the Antam and Evenchi is revealed. But I did not think this is what they planned.
It is bold, and it will doom us all. Rook, good. We have discovered what Evenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
Yes.
We have discovered who stole it.
Was it the dickhead?
Evenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless and now... Now Evenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Who's Evenchi targeting?
Who is Evenchi planning to poison with the comic? Aside from the crows.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Evenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the Kamek will spread to the rest of the city as well.
What's Evenchi thinking?
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Evenchi do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight, the governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Evenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Evenchi's forces in the city.
Not a great off-screen war. Not a great
There is
off-screen
something
war.
else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Jacobus is blighted. Also, how cool is it that...
Evenchi would target the field hospital?
Wait for it.
I would not put anything past them now.
Governor Evenchi, the non-binary fucking villain we didn't know we wanted, but you know I'm down for it. I'm glad it's not just heroes who are non-binary.
I heard the...
Don't actually know that Evenchi is non-binary, by the way, but I've never heard Evenchi referred to as he.
There's the garrison.
Thanks again for dinner.
On to the garrison and the governor.
Something about dinner, cream sauce.
What were we talking about?
Yes.
Thanks again for dinner last night, Lucanus. That cream sauce.
A little mustard makes the difference. Though, my supplier in Treviso is...
Oh, so... Hey, what's the best thing you've ever eaten? Something fancy?
We ate a prisoner's nightmare. He dreamed a bloodthirsty tree with 10,000 branches. Aye, she was asking me, Spite.
Aye, eater of nightmares.
That courtyard looks empty.
Where are all the Antam guards?
Evenchi must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Evenchi's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
That'll do. Non-binary villain for sure.
Look! Intruders! Call them down. We can escape across the roofs.
They're all yours. Watch behind you.
Oh, the crow's making a stand.
The garrison has fallen to Darkspawn! That explains why Avicii's Anton were trying to run.
Took them down clean.
You taking the whole city down with you?
Avicii's blighted? Wait! Jacobus?
So, do you think there was any way to save Jacobus?
That should speed things up.
Okay, now for Avicii.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the light takes me.
I feel strange. Like dizzy strange. Bad air.
I don't like this. Lot of med kits.
Wait, are these Anton real?
I see the comic is working. It won't end any differently. Why don't you give up?
That's the real one.
Damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me. If you hadn't interfered,
it wouldn't have made a difference.
Neither will my death. My comet could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
Treviso will save itself.
The crows, the citizens helping each other through the dragon and the blight. They're already taking care of each other.
It won't last.
I think it can. And so do the crows. You say you did all this for Treviso, Avenchi, to protect it. But you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
We put an end to the governor, ensuring that Treviso will be free. Lucanus approves. I didn't actually get a chance to kill them. I'm guessing because Lucanus fucked everyone up. But yeah, there you go. There's your non-binary villain. I didn't even realise that. Then it twigged. It twigged after the last session. I was like, yeah, no one ever says anything other than they, them for Avenchi. This is a bit late to be getting flawless crystal. Like, at this point, everything's maxed. Everything is maxed. There's not a lot I can do. Also, by the way, if anyone was wondering, I am 100% certain that Bowden is dead now, and only Sandal remains, and Sandal is traveling Thedas, following the will of the Titans, or that's what I choose to believe. I mean, next playthrough I do, whenever that is, in 10 years. I still haven't done a second playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition, kids. Next time I do a playthrough, again, opposite day. Oh, that was lucky. I'm not sure why we're doing this. Just to meet with them? Are we just walking back? Yeah, I'm just walking back. Sorry, I thought there a cutscene was going to start when we... But no. Apparently not. Objectively, yes, Treviso is blighted, but the city will stand.
I can't believe it. Your own cousin tried to kill you. It's just like one of my stories. Danger, intrigue, family drama.
They put that in stories? In Antiva, that's just a regular afternoon.
Do you think he'll ever escape and come after you and then duel you on top of a chandelier above a...
Bellara.
Right. Sorry.
He died. He didn't have a chance to escape. He died. Like that kid died.
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time.
None of that. It is time to celebrate a victory.
Rook, I should have wine. We should toast you.
Evenchi is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Untom remain, though with Evenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
I know that it does.
Treviso would have fallen long ago if it really didn't have a chance.
I'm not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antom and the Blight.
Boss music is still playing. Talons of Vengeance aided the crows in sending a message to any who claim something something. Ooh, Orchestrator's long coat upgraded. 350 strength? Yeah, we're good. Jacobus the Fledgling fell to the Blight in Treviso, but not before using the last of his wits to lead Darkspawn into the garrison, which overran Evenchi's Antom and blighted the governor. The team put Jacobus to rest, then rushed to stop a despondent Evenchi from unleashing Kamek on the city. With them dead, Treviso could finally move forward without being manipulated by one of its own. It's not a happy ending, I'm not gonna lie, and the boss music is still playing, which is a little bit weird. But I think if we go world, companions. Got us 2 points. You're still not goddamn hero of the Veilguard, though, are you, Lacanis? You son of a bitch. Resentment applies bleeding on impact. Applies bleeding and schism. The Antivan Crows. Banner of House lxxiv. A banner commissioned for the newest house to declare for the Crows. Let those of one wing find comfort and kind. We choose to be kin, we choose to be strong, we choose how to fly. We are House lxxiv and we are Antivan Crows. It's not perfect, okay, but I had... Yeah, I got a super fancy. But what's Shadow Dragon? I didn't get any, like, super epic Shadow Dragon armor, did I? Or do I just not know what Shadow Dragon armor looks like? Potentially. I've done everything. I've only gone and done everything, kids. There is somewhere a chest. I don't know where that's supposed to be. I don't know where the chest could possibly be. I cannot see it on the map. I'm going to sell some shit to Vorgoth, because Vorgoth is cool.
Lichdom suits him.
He wears the crown well.
I love you.
Return.
I have some of whatever that was. Plus 400 health, minus 50 maximum mana. Using an ability. I don't know, man. They do indeed. What's been your favourite armour? And why is it not the fucking Dr. Manhattan armour? Oh god, I hate it so much. I get why. No, he's always going to have the Lich's Vessels. Okay. We have to go back to the lighthouse, kids. I don't want to. The game is ending. I don't know how long we have left. I still don't have Lucanus's Hero of the Veilguard status. I've got a constant... Oh, please give me Hero of the Veilguard for Lucanus. He's the only one who... No, does he have it? He doesn't, right? No. I'm gonna question how many people I can harden in this, because I always remember hardening Leliana, because that was just mean-spirited and kind of brutal, but fun at the same time. And I'm pretty sure my Leliana was dead as well.
Professor Emmerich, I have more Lich questions.
Of course.
Can you feel non-tangible stuff? Breezes, heat, dryness? And I don't want to pry or anything, but what if you crack? Can you repair yourself or... Oh, testing! What's spell casting as undead like? Easier? Harder? Same mental inscriptions? Wait, I just thought of... Oh, you know what? It's okay. I'll make another list.
Answer all that I can?
What's it like to be Zombie Daddy?
Lucanus?
He looks just like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally. I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
After experiencing imprisonment and the fall of Treviso, Lucanus wants independent lives for himself and Spite. How will you do that?
A lot of people have tried to cure possession.
Anders?
Sometimes if they can kill the demon in the Fade.
That's what I've heard too, but there's no guarantee of success, especially given our situation.
Because you and Spite were forced together?
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
That would help others too.
If you could find a way, imagine what it could change. It would give hope to so many people.
I must start with one person. From what we've seen, changing the world is better done by degrees.
You sound like you've still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
He's also learned teamwork. Oh, whoops!
For all you know, Spite comes out with your knack for vanilla and nutmeg tarts.
Rook.
My point is, you don't know what will happen.
I didn't mean to do the sarcastic
Spite,
bit.
A part of me would be alone.
Spite will only be alone if he chooses to be. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else.
I didn't mean to be sarcastic
to
for once.
And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and Spite, and all the fury we can muster.
Blood ties, thank Christ, hero of the Veilguard. Blood runs thicker than wine, but it matters little when family so easily betrays each other. House Della Morte will survive all. Hero of the Veilguard, your support has allowed Lucanus to face his inner demons and protect what matters most. Veilguard skill unlocked. Demon of Defiance. Defiant and unrelenting, Lucanus gives no quarter to his targets, preying on their weaknesses and giving them no chance to recover. Crow's Tenacity. With expertise comes notoriety. This suit is reinforced in every place that counts, protecting against even the most unexpected strikes. Finally! Crow's Tenacity. Lucanus's logbook. So if you're not going to get it until the very end if you blight that one, so it would have been the same with Nev then. Dude, it's just I saved the city that my character was from. Lucanus's logbook 5. Dawn, search the library. Mid-morning, discussion with Nev, archives in Minrathous. Midday, discussion with Emmerich, Mormont records. Discussion with Harding, Inquisition associates. My reading on possession has become lax over time, but that will be rectified. Reading list. Abominations, a thorough study including records of conversation taken from 910 Dragon to 923 Dragon by Enchanter Kidara of the Ostwick Circle. The Possessed and What We Don't Realise from the Weekly Truth in Minrathous, author name unknown. The Kirkwall Incidents, author name withheld. On Envy and Spite trusts nothing to do with Envy demons. The Wardens have dealt with possession. Would their records on the subject survive anywhere? Mr. Anders. Okay. Let's have a look at Lucanus's... It is very nice. It's very nice. Okay, I believe we've done everything. We are missing a bunch of chests. Tash and Davrin are chatting, and Nev and Harding are chatting. And then I guess we go to the table. It took a while to get everywhere.
With Algernon and Gillenane being... I mean... Is it hard to...
If you ask the question, maybe I can answer it.
They're Tevinter gods. Or they were. Or something. Does that bother you?
Only if they get their way.
Y'all ever seen Princess Mononoke? Gentlemen, now I will show you how to kill a god.
Hi there, boy.
Good dog.
You sure the Griffins will be safe with the Wardens?
It's not like the old days. The Griffins have a good home with Evka, Antoine, and the rest of them.
They won't try blighting him again?
No. Evka said there'll be no forgetting that ugly bit of history. And if anyone thinks blighting them is a good idea, they'll have to go through me to do it.
I'll have your back.
Thanks, Tosh.
Squad up. Really does feel like the end, doesn't it? There is someone we never visit or talk to.
I know you can handle this. Trust yourself and trust the team.
Can I go and talk to the... Everyone's loyal. Everyone's a hero of the Veilguard. I've done everything I can.
You? You! You must be so pleased with yourself.
What the... Hezenkos?
Of course it's me! Reduced to explain myself to Emmerich Valkaren's companions.
How are you alive?
A lich isn't so easily destroyed.
Even a failed lich?
A meaningless phrase. Anyhow, if you must know, the Morn Watchers found me. Only my skull was intact in the rubble you left of my grand creation.
Put the plated mail on for a bit. I think I've done everything I can, and I think I need to check in with the team. Again. Now everyone's loyal.
Tearstone Island. That's where Elganon and Gillenane will perform their ritual.
With an eclipse, those two can finish their dagger, then tear open the Fade. After that, we've witnessed the horrors Gillenane creates with even a trickle of the Blight. What happens with a flood?
Next eclipse is a month away. That's not a lot of time.
Getting past the on-time Navy won't be easy. They'll be on high alert.
We'd need our own fleet to get past them, which we don't have.
We'll find a way.
If anyone can find a way around that fleet...
The
it's
textures
us.
on the hair, what is that about,
Everything
man?
seems
Again.
impossible at the beginning. Just fight one battle at a time. Varric told me that.
Damn right, kid.
A single boat can sneak past a blockade. We just need to find something that floats.
The Antam fleet may not spot us, but the gods see much farther.
Worse, they know about us specifically. They'll be waiting.
Well, that's flattering.
They're taking us seriously, which is flattering. And it can work in our favor.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Harding, reach out to our allies. Wardens, Veil Jumpers, all of them. Tell them to be ready to start swinging. We start enough fires, make some noise, and the gods will look everywhere for us. Except at their front door.
You've helped our allies, Rook. They're ready to return the favor.
That takes care of the approach. But what about when we get there? We'll have two gods waiting. Who knows how many Antam? We'll need to be at our best. Question is, are we there yet?
We are ready as we'll ever be.
I'll send off messages to our allies. They'll be ready.
What about the Inquisitor? Look at my hair just randomly detexturing.
What about the Inquisitor? I know she's busy fighting in the south, but this doesn't end until the gods are dead. She knows that.
Saving the world? Sounds like the Inquisitor.
Reach out to her. Morgan, too. We could use their help.
We'll leave soon. We'll take our time. Prepare. As my textures pop in and out on my hair. Right at the end of the game. Never did it before. We'll take our time. Prepare.
I hear that we're as ready as we'll ever be, but we can always be more prepared. Weeks until the next eclipse gives us time. Let's use it wisely.
Agreed.
Get some rest, then we'll take care of outstanding business.
Harding and Tash disapproved of that. I think it's actually something to do with the lighting source. Suggested lighthouse improvements. On the back of a crudely drawn picture of the lighthouse in Balara's handwriting. Some kind of motivating force? Could we make the lighthouse move through the Fade? Look into Conari Dreadnoughts. Ask Tash about how they move. Archon's Palace Cannon. V. Important. Fade is full of dangerous creatures. If one of them gets close, overcharge using ambient magical energy. Barrier. See above. Also, lots of debris still floating around Lighthouse. Could end up hitting someone's room, send them floating off into the Fade. Inverse Eluvian effect. Instead of moving small objects through mirror, use mirror to move Lighthouse through itself. V. Complicated. Dreams not changing nature of reality. Lighthouse is somehow protected from effects. Above. If effect were disabled or dampened, could we use dreams to create things? Investigate. Addendum written in Emmerich's careful hand. My dear Balara, I believe we have spoken several times on the wisdom of turning the lighthouse into something far different from its current purpose. While I doubt neither your knowledge nor your enthusiasm, as we have mentioned previously, the lighthouse provides us with a secret base from which to fight. It is not intended to be some sort of vessel of war. Let this line of inquiry rest. Emmerich. Written in Balara's scrawling hand. Dear Professor, that was all purely academic, I promise. Also, do not look under the Eluvian platform. I cannot stress this enough. Balara. Okay. World. When plans align. Meet Morrigan at the Cobbled Swan. Starting this quest will lead to the end of the main story. The team will reach out to Morrigan to help prepare for their next confrontation with the gods. With luck, she might have some insight into what awaits them on Tearstone Island. Yeah. I mean, we knew this. Objectively, we knew this. At this point, it's the end of the game. Emmerich is talking to Balara. They're talking to the same people, aren't they? This is, again, that was your warning. Point of no return.
Offer, Dweller. I will answer.
I'm going to say plus 10% ultimate generation. Then my frozen facade. Plus 15% affliction duration. Plus 1 max revives. I'm just enchanting everything now. Anything that gives me revive stacks. This is the end of the game, kids. Sorry. I'm just trying to think of suits I might wear. Literally just trying to enchant suits I might wear. I think we're done. I don't think anyone's going to talk. We'll go and wobble over to Tarsh and Davrin, and then I think we'll just launch the end of the game. There's no point in fudging about. Yeah, they've got nothing to say. We are at the end of the game. I can't drag this shit out, and I don't want to drag it out. That's not how I roll. Sausage roll. But that was our warning to go and do every quest we wanted to do before the end of the game. So we go to Docktown. And we trust that we've made the right choices. So who do we take to meet Morrigan? Harding? And Emmerich.
You called me a brash rebel.
Was I wrong?
Absolutely not. I was just about to thank you.
Of course you were.
Speaking of brash rebels, remember Cumberland? Spring of 38.
I wish I didn't.
Hello, my friend.
As always, I'm here if you need me.
Thank you, May.
Those Venatori who quit the cult are staying here until they get back on their feet.
The Venatori losing its grip on people is a good thing.
I know that, and they seem alright, but I'll keep an eye out until I can be sure.
Maevaris has chosen a difficult road, but if anyone can inspire Minrathis, it's her. And she won't walk it alone. She'll have help.
Dorian? Other Magisters? The Shadow Dragons?
All of us.
I was, again, I know we talked about this at the start of the LP. I very nearly went Grey Warden, and I'm so glad I didn't. Because I fucking hated what they did to the Grey Wardens in this one. I really did.
Hey, were you Venatori too? I heard some of the Shadow Dragons talking.
They made some bad decisions. What can I say?
They said I could help my family if I joined them.
They'll say anything to feed their risen god's desire for worship and sacrifice.
I'm Lycia.
Erasmus.
Nothing?
I don't think I'd be alive if it wasn't for you and Magister Paphos. I just need time to get back on my feet. I'll repay the Shadow Dragons somehow.
I never come down here. I know I should have. This is where all the people smuggling is. Alicia, I don't know who Alicia is. I don't remember an Alicia, but we've been playing this game for a month and a bit.
You decided to come over to our side.
Word is Maevaris has plans for the Magisterium. Can't wait to see him. Let's hope we see real change this time.
Right, we need to head to the Cobbled Swan and talk to Lady Morrigan. And starting this quest will lead to the end of the main story. I don't want it to end, kids. I really don't. I have had such a blast.
How's it going?
Checking where we stand. Alias should be dead, but what can you do?
Will you stop working with Nev?
We'll see. Prices are double, no bonuses, and nothing on the threads.
This will lead to the end of the game, kids. So we're going to make backup just in case I miss something. Now backup is not going to be saved over again at all. We'll just keep doing our we only roll one save. I know they've given us decision saves, chapter saves, all kinds of nonsense. But, you know. Are you sure? This will start your final adventure and permanently cut off all incomplete or undiscovered quests. If you're confident that you've prepared your allies enough to face the gods, take the fight to Elganan and Gilanan. Heroes of the Veilguard. Many companions have overcome their personal struggles and will face the coming battles with confidence. Allied strength. With your help, most allies will support you from a position of strength. Do you mean most allies? I am sorry. Obviously, I'm not sorry. World map. Factions. Everyone is max strength on faction strength. Oh, I never got the Antivan Crow merchant rank up, but does the merchant rank count? I guess we're going to find out.